What's good, YouTube? Man, Steel here, and no, I was not abducted. I just got shaved, and the hair will be back eventually. But nonetheless, the new set is out, as you can see here. Celestial Guardians out April 30th. One thing I'm excited for is that so far, like every set release, whether it's like too soon or whenever they release a new set, it's done a good job of completely like flipping the format on its head. Whether it's like releasing stuff that makes like like sets stuff from sets past be relevant, sort of like when Arceus made Dialga relevant, or just brand new stuff that becomes the meta, like with Giratina. But nonetheless, I hope, like from what I've seen, I hope their answer is not just putting everything's HP up, as we saw that the two cover cards are 180 HP. I don't know. I don't know anything of what they do. I don't know anything of what else is in the set. So we'll find out together. Unless you already watched the video and you're a fiend. But thanks for watching then. And yeah, let's get right into it. Let's put a full screen here. Hopefully I'm not in the way, but we'll figure it out together. All right. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed Gen 7, right? Yep, they're the starters. If anything that I'm blocking, we'll go back to read the cards after the fact. I just want to like first react here. Celestial Guardians, Lunala, and full transparency, I didn't play these games until like way after. Okay, we got some Alolan Raichu. Alright, Lunala. That Marowak. I need to collect all those Marowaks to put right next to my Cubone collection. Let's see here. Okay, Rare Candy, another Rotom. I wonder if it's going to be like the Rare Candy. A lot of trainers. Did they give a trainer to a new gym leader battle? But except it's going to be the... Okay, available Wednesday, April 30th. Let's go... Basically, now we're just going to do the whole thing where we go back through the whole video and see what the cards do, because that was a lot of information. I guess... When did they start revealing Pokemon? Around here? Yeah, okay. So we have Rising he's a metal type, so maybe... Actually, no, I was about to say Dialga Synergy, but this guy attacks for just 2 energy. That's crazy. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it with your active. 2 retreat cost. Leaf, and this is going to be insane. And it does 10 to itself, so it's almost like... It's like a mini... Is it a mini Giratina? No, it's literally... Why am I feeling an Arcanine? But it is an evolution though. These guys aren't stage 1, so it's... Is that say stage 2? Let's see if it gets clear. Hold up, it's yeah, okay. Oh wait, is there a better image? My bad. Hold up, let's just... Okay, no, there isn't. Let's go back real quick. My bad. Okay, that's like the best view we got. Yeah, it's a stage 2, so... Okay, so maybe the 100 HP makes a lot more sense now. Like I said, I didn't play Sun and Moon too much, so I didn't even like... I forgot that it evolves from like Cosmog and all that stuff, but let's see what other cards we got here. These are the standards. I can't wait to do a review and just skip right over these. Your opponent's it has confusion here. We have a 2 energy confusion on a basic. Seems a little slow. Okay, the Alolan Raichu has Psychic, 3 colorless. 3 colors is actually huge. I don't know what new Pikachu they're gonna give us. But this attack does 30 for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Well, yeah, it's what Psychic's been doing this whole time, right? But the fact that it's 3 colorless means that you can play it in anything. So, I don't know, an answer to like Gyarados' decks, I guess, maybe. Nah, this definitely has potential just because of generic, right? We saw it with Yanmega, and if the format requires a lot of energy, like if everything's gonna be like the cover card, this is not gonna be as relevant, but I can see that. Alright, here we have 180 HP, also stage 2. I think they evolve from the same thing. And once during your turn, you may move all psychic energy from one of your bench to... So... I don't know how broken it's going to be, but like I could definitely see this being played in Giratinas where you just have the Giratina in the back getting built up slowly. And then all of a sudden, Lunala just brings it back up. I don't know how consistent it's going to be with it being a stage 2 and all. But honestly, I could be wrong. The 1 retreat cost is good too. None of this stands out like, oh, the death of Giratina, right? All right, let's look at here. Call forth cold. Take, I think it says take a water energy from your energy zone and attach it to this Pokemon. I think it ramps itself. We've seen that in multiple cards. We saw it in a Magmar. We've seen it in why am I blanking right now? And an Electabuzz, right? Spiteful Dance, 20 plus. Let's see if we got a clearer picture. If we go slightly forward, no. Okay. My bad. Of your if any of your Pokemon were knocked out by, sorry. Okay, so it's like a revenge, basically. It's revenge, but it goes to 80 rather than 100, but it's only one energy. Okay, so Psychic gets its own Marshadow. Okay, we have the Alolan Marowak, which I'm already gonna put side to side with my Cubone collection. And flip 2 coins. This attack does 70 damage for each heads. If at least one of them is heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. So it's just I guess what makes it better than Marowak EX is the fact that it's a 1-pointer, but then you're playing Fire Energy with your Cubone. Alright, so for collection purposes, it's going to be great. As playability wise, looking kind of rough. Outside of like maybe a card that makes it like playable. We'll read all those trainer cards, right? Alright, this is what I'm excited for, this Rare Candy. But first, Rotom Dex is actually an item card. Okay, my bad. I missed that on the first look through. Finally, more items, by the way. I feel like we haven't gotten one in a few sets. Like, since the tools were created, we haven't seen anything. But look at the top card of your deck. Then you may shuffle your deck. Okay, so it's like, you know that Pokedex card that you don't like to use at all? Here's a slight better, completely, like 100% better. As far as how much it see play, I can see it seeing play in certain cards in decks that require consistency. Although, again, once we're playing with 20 card decks, it's a little hard. Let's see if this is like the OG Rare Candy. Choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. If you have a stage 2 card in your hand that evolves from that Pokemon, put that card onto the basic Pokemon evolved, skipping to stage 1. You can't use this card during your first turn or on a basic that was put into play this turn. Yeah, they just give us Rare Candy. But that's huge with the cards we just saw, the cover cards, and Charizard, and it's huge with anything that's been Gallade. Wow, that's interesting. That's gonna be okay. Put one of your that has damage on it to your hand. Okay, so like Koga on like to the next level. Oh, obviously only with colorless Pokemon, but right? Is this that was that symbol? Yeah, I can see that being really good. We'll see what targets it has like in the future. All right, this is okay. Yeah, that's what I assumed. There's gonna be a card that made Marowak kind of relevant. Choose one of your Alolan Marowaks or Turtonator and take 2 fire energy from your energy zone and attach it to that Pokemon. Your turn ends. Your turn ends is huge. Otherwise, that Marowak is gonna be cleaning house. But excuse me, my bad. I guess we'll see what Turtonator does. But clearly, we saw this won't be like meta defining because as we saw with Volkner, Luxray was like fun or good and all that, but it was never like the next best deck or anything. And then we have Lana. You can only use this card. You could use this card only if you have Araquanid in play. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. So it's a new Cyrus and Sabrina that lets you pick, but you have to be playing Araquanid. I guess it depends on how good Araquanid is how good this card is, but I'm sure it's going to be ignorant. Okay, so let's see here. We have Mallow in the middle. Heal all damage from one of your Shiinotic or Serena. If you do, discard all energy from that Pokemon. Again, it'll depend on how good these cards are. We already have a Shiinotic in the game, and it's not that good, but you never know. Then we have... let's skip the name. Choose one of your Palossand or Mimikyus that has damage on it and move 40 of its damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Assuming Mimikyu's gonna have some kind of like substitute ability where like it doesn't take that. Let's see if we go slightly back, if we're able to catch these cards before they flip and then have a better view of it. Yeah, because we see clearly there, and then it says during this turn, attacks used by Alolan. Can't see what it says. It's Vivable, Togedemaru, and Alolan something. Do 30 plus damage to your opponent's active. I guess if you know what Pokemon he uses, you'll know exactly what he is boosting, but I can't really tell there. Maybe we'll see it in a better view, but it's another Cynthia, it's another Blaine. That depending on what those cards do is how good it's going to be. And then this was a healing effect, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, healed. Okay. 60 damage from one of your stage 2 Pokemon. And wait, the Immersive is going to be a trainer card this time around? Well, at least... Immersive is one of those cards that I've had like love-hate with, because I have like so many, like double-digit Mewtwo's, double-digit, and like I'm like here trying to pull trainer cards, and they were all like Immersives, but now we have an Immersive trainer. So, you see, this is going to be like the first set where I can't pull an Immersive in, but that's crazy. I wonder if both sets are going to have an Immersive trainer in them. Regardless, It's gonna be a good card again, especially it depends how relevant the new cards are, the cover cards are. But it's gonna be great for Charizard, Gallade having a 60 HP heal, insane when Gallade already has 170 HP. I guess like same for Charizard already having 180. So yeah, as far as like, does this solve the Giratina format? Like, I guess Charizard is in a better spot and stuff when you could heal so much. Like, all that chip damage from Darkrai doesn't do anything to you. None of these cards outright say like they're gonna be game breaking. The Lana could be interesting. This one depends on like the targets, the Lima or Elima. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Rare Candy is huge. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, but here we are. That's gonna be so crazy. I feel there will always be like consistency issues. Like, okay, but being able to skip straight from basic to stage 2 is so much more like such a stronger play than like if you start. And the fact that it's a trainer card, right? It's not supporter. It's just an item. So you'll clearly like go like Iono is gonna be huge in these decks. Like I'm the amount of decks that are gonna come out because of the Rare Candies release is huge. The Marowak is a lot more relevant with its trainer card. It's just I feel like it's gonna fall under like the same issue as Volkner and Luxray and Electivire. Not to ignore that, but that it's gonna be okay, but nothing like game breaking. What else did we? Oh, we didn't. At the very beginning, we had the starters. I'm pretty sure none of them have anything like too crazy. I guess it's good to know that Rowlet has a 1 grass attack, meaning, and what I mean by that is that if you look at all the other starters before that, we have Turtwig, we had Bulbasaur, we had Snivy, all that attacked with 2 energy, making the entire curve of the line a little bit like further down. The Masquerada finally broke that, but they're not attacking turn 1, they're searching. So Rowlet might be the new aggressive way of playing it. Hopefully these all get EXs and they don't get done dirty like Gen 4 did. But if I had to guess which one's going to get it for sure, it's definitely Incineroar. Heat Tackle 30 and heals 10 to itself. That's pretty solid. 30 damage and it heals. Granted, the healing at this stage is not that important. And then Popplio's the standard stats. I'm pretty sure that's all the cards we got covered. Regardless, like I said, well, like they said, it gets released on Wednesday, April 30th. Ranked ends on Sunday. So there will be like a little grace period of like just being able to relax. Because so far it's been a lot of grinding. We have Lunala, we have Solgaleo, or I guess is how you pronounce that. Excited to see this come out. Hopefully, feel free to let me know. Do you think these cards with Rare Candy or whatever are going to be the answer to the Giratina format? Is Giratina still going to be a pain? Personally, I feel like Lunala is going to try to like make other Giratina strategies that we're not seeing currently. I could see with Rare Candy seeing both of these be relevant, but I just see a lot of Charizard in our future. Gallade might be a little more playable now. Gallades are like, don't get me wrong, Gallade's a good deck. It just hasn't seen play due to like where the format's at. But yeah. So hopefully you guys are excited for this new set. I'm excited to see immersive trainers now. Hopefully they don't make a gold card that will make me drop everything, as I had to get those 2 gold Pokeballs personally. I know nobody's had a gun to my head on that one, but as always, if you enjoy anything Pokemon Pocket, from deck breakdowns to meta reports, expert solo battle guides, which will be released as soon as this set drops. You'll be expect them daily from like the very first expert solo guide in order. I always do that. And just anything, pack openings, all of that is going to be in this channel. So if you want to see more or anything like that, feel free to subscribe. And above all else, stay pro.